Cards are heading for Ford Field. News on their latest win.
New information about exams that could benefit you greatly.
Plus, today is Inauguration Day for the new President of the United States. DTV News starts right now. Our Davison Cardinals took on the Rockford Rams during this weekend's football semifinals. Good morning, Davison. I'm Bailey Maloney.
And I'm Ryan Ryapel. With Ford Field only one win away, the pressure was on for our Cardinals this weekend to win and defend their title as the state champs.
Cards did not disappoint, beat the Rams 27-3.
Later on, Trevor Turney has a more in-depth look at their big win.
President-elect Joe Biden and his Vice President Kamala Harris will take their place in the White House today. The inaugural ceremony is set to begin at 11:30, and at noon, Biden will be sworn in by Chief Justice John Roberts. Many stations will have live coverage starting at 7 a.m.
Students, exams are next week, but don't worry, they are not going to be the same as every other year. First of all, exams scores will not reduce your overall semester grade, as it can only increase your final grade. Second of all, your attendance will not be used to reduce your final score or cause you to lose credit for that class. Thirdly, if you are failing a class and achieve a score of a C+ or higher, you are guaranteed to pass the class for that semester. Do keep in mind that you still have to take the exams. Here's a look at the schedule. On January 27th, 3rd and 4th hour exams will take place in the school, and the day after 5th and 6th hour exams are in session. And finally, the end of the semester is the 29th when you take your exams for your 1st and 2nd hour. Don't forget that all exams are face-to-face in school, so study hard and don't forget to take a break every now and again.
Time is ticking down to the wire, so if you're still racking your brain for your senior quote, today is your last day. To submit your quote, check the student email for a Google form that was sent out by Mr. Jacobs. Make sure to turn it in tonight by midnight.
Coming up in sports, your favorite coach is up for a nomination, where you can vote.
Plus the road to Ford Field, how we got here and where we are heading.
Now that we are back in school, it's not just about getting good grades, but staying safe. Here are a few tips for everyone to remember. You should always use hand sanitizer when entering and exiting a classroom. Using hand sanitizer is important because it helps stop the spread of germs from room to room and person to person. When at school, you must keep your mask on at all times. After the bell rings, you should immediately go to your next class and social distance as much as possible. So when you're at school, remember these things to help you stay healthy and stay safe.
Davison is going for the upset.
With that strong arm.
Davison's football head coach, Jake Weingartz, is up for a prestigious award for the second year in a row. Good morning, Davison. I'm Chloe Hugg. Coach Weingartz has been nominated for the Detroit Lions High School Football Coach of the Year award after helping the Cards to an undefeated record in a second state finals appearance. The winner of the award receives a $3,000 donation to the program and a nomination for the Don Shula Coach of the Year award. The winner of the public vote earns 1 vote for them, and the other 5 votes are decided by the 5 different sports media panelists. We will post a link to dtvnews.org. Davison had their first name written all over last Saturday's showdown with the Rockford Rams. With both teams heading in with perfect records, Davison was able to keep their loss column empty and notch their first win against Rockford in program history. Trevor Turney is here in the studio and has the story.
A lot was on the line for this game, including a trip to Ford Field, Detroit, but the Cardinals' defense held up against the high-scoring offense of the Rockford Rams. It was 14 months ago that Davison was on their way to the Ford Field the first time in school history, and since then a lot has happened. A global pandemic, canceled games, and a lot of starts and stops, and a loss of an all-state quarterback who left early for college. But even after all of that, only Rockford stood in the way of another trip to Ford Field. It was Davison pretty much all game long. Deion Brown with 1 touchdown pass to Jalen Murley Flowers, and Tavion Warren having not 1 but 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. But the real star of the game was Davison's dangerous defense. The Davison defense was ready to play. They had a total of 4 sacks and 2 interceptions on the day. including one by Harrison Unger deflecting a ball and going in the hands of Will Watkins, who brought it into the end zone for a pick six for the Cardinals. Thanks to the incredible effort from the offense and defense, Davidson was able to beat Rockford 27-3 and has booked another trip to Ford Field.
You know, we put in a lot of work. We've been going at this since the summer, so just to come in and then being able to go back to Ford Field this year, it means a lot to us, and we're just looking to come home with another trophy. Well, I mean, there's no other way to go out than at the top, and I'm just trying to put a pinky ring on, so I'm happy with it.
Trevor Cherney, DTV Sports.
I love you guys.
Fabulous story, Trevor, but let's see what the weather has in store for us leading up to this Saturday's game. So today we are looking at a high of 25 and a high of 27 and a low of 25. And then through Friday we're going to have mostly cloudy, but on Saturday you'll see it gets a little bit partly cloudy over here. On Thursday we are going to have a high of 37 and a low of 24. On Friday we'll have a high of 26 and a low of 14, which is going to be the coldest day this week. And then going back to Saturday, we're going to have a high of 25 and a low of 17. I'll toss it back to Ryan on the desk.
To keep up to date with everything Davison, head to our website DTV News for our latest articles and information about your community. You can also check us out from your phone on any of our social media pages. Find us on Instagram and Twitter at DTV_official and head to our Facebook or YouTube at DTV News. Now, I'm really glad that we were able to send a crew to Rockford for this last football game.
Yeah, like Davison won, but the sportsmanship was really great, and I'm just really proud of how both teams acted.
Absolutely, and thanks for Rockford for letting us use their home turf, and especially thank you for Beyond the Rock News for being our friendly rivals. I'm Ryan, that's Bailey. Have a nice day, Davison.